So once again, the first story that we listened to was reverse cartography. Who can explain what the word cartography means?
For me, it just means like a map.
Map making.
Okay.
Yes, that's exactly right, like a map. So cartography is making a map. So when you make a map, do you make the city first or do you make the map first?
I will make the rivers, things like that first, and the cities after.
Okay, so once again, my question is, do you make if you're going to make one or the other first, do you make the map first or the cities first? Cities first, right?
Yeah, yeah. If you want to put the city on the map, yeah, you have to make
Have
the
a
city
city.
first. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, and that's the story. That's right. If you want,
yeah.
and that was perfectly put. If you want to have a city on the map, you need to have a city. You cannot have a map and then add a city. It needs to be the other way around. So that was the story, reverse cartography. The opposite happened. There was no city. They put a city on the map, and that was the opposite. The next story was a perfectly cromulent word. This story was funny. Why?
Uh,
This story was funny because of made up words. Santa, you can cancel all that. Yeah, just say, why was the story funny? Just say, use this, Santa. This story was funny because of made up words. And made up should be hyphenated. What does made up mean? Anybody?
to invent.
Invented. There you go. Fabricated. Very good. Very good.
Mhm.
The next story was the chart topper. The chart topper. So when I say a chart, what do you think of?
The graph.
A graph, okay, good. In this case, the chart topper, you should think of something else though.
In this story, the best-selling
Good,
chart.
best-selling chart. That's right. So the top 10, the best-selling chart, best-selling books, best-selling albums, best-selling songs, best-selling movies. This is the idea. So it's a story about a chart topper. It's a funny story too. The next story
I made
was, what's that?
I made my sum up on this story.
Oh, great,
For this
great,
story.
great. Good. I'm excited.
Mhm.
The next story was The Very Bad Egg. And to know this story, you need to know about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Have you guys read the book or watched the movie Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah, the second movie.
You saw the Johnny Depp movie.
Yeah,
Did you like it?
yeah,
Did you like the Oompa Loompas?
yeah. Yeah, the movie is nice.
Okay, okay. It doesn't sound convincing. Lana, how about you?
This movie is in my bookmarks. I,
So
I
you want to watch it.
yeah, yeah, I do.
Do you want to watch the original movie or do you want to watch the newer movie?
I want to watch a movie which stars Johnny Depp
Okay,
because
the newer.
I am very impressed with his acting skills.
He's a good character actor, that's right.
Yeah.
Valerie, have you seen the movie or read the book?
Not yet, but I will perhaps do it. Yeah.
Yeah, the obviously the book is better, but I've seen both movies. I've seen the original and the Johnny Depp movie, I think, and I liked them. They're good. I like the story. So you need to know the story to understand this one. If you don't know Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, this story is too difficult. Santa says, let's read it. Maybe we will. Put that on the list, Santa. Put that on the list. The next story was Worthy of Gryffindor. So you need to know Gryffindor to understand the next story. What is Gryffindor? Anybody?
This is a department in the magic school invented by John Rowling, right?
There you go. So it's a dorm or I think it's a dorm. Is there another?
But it is not just a dorm. It is something more than just a
Right.
dorm. It
Yeah.
is like a faculty, probably, right?
Not faculty. It's more like a fraternity or a sorority. House. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's very British. Yeah, it's a house. It's a very British expression. Yes, it's one of the 4 houses in Harry Potter. So the key here is Harry Potter. So if you know the stories about Harry Potter, then you would know about Gryffindor. And Gryffindor is famous for what? Oh my goodness, if you guys don't know, you guys are too old. Shame on all of you.
Well, Harry Potter was assigned to this house, right?
Thank you. That's right.
The
Harry.
castle in Harry Potter story? Castle?
What's that? What's that, Marwa?
The castle in Harry Potter story?
No, not the cat. Well, yeah, that's the idea. But Gryffindor is the house. So if you don't know the story, it's too much to explain. You do need to read the story. Some of these anecdotes are going to be very difficult because you just don't know the background. So if you don't know the background, then you're not going to know. Lana said it's
Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry. I messed up. Now I can see this, field where I can type. Santa, I was trying to find it, but it took some time, so I'm so sorry. Next time I'll just type.
oh, great, very good. Santa, Lana said what I said. So where it says it's a house in the Harry Potter story, you can just put that there. That's what Lana said. It's a house in the Harry Potter story. And yeah, so if you don't know about the Harry Potter story, if you haven't watched the movies or read the books, this is going to be difficult too. But it was a nice story. Anyway, it was a nice story. I'm going to skip it though. The next, the Blue Man Group. Now, in America right now, we have the Blue Man Group. Santa, you can skip that. Nobody knows about it, so we're going to skip that. So right now in America, we have the Blue Man Group. Does anybody know what the Blue Man Group is?
We went to their show, I believe. They perform in Las Vegas, right?
Exactly. Can you tell us a little bit?
Well, this is a show which combines science and art in a very interesting way. My son was blown away by their performance. He liked that very much. So those are 4 men.
Good. Let's
They
wait.
are all blue.
Wait. We need to let Santa get this too. Excellent job. So my son was blown away. Yep, they perform in Las Vegas. They combine art and science in their acts. My son was blown away. Great. And keep going, Lana.
And one of the interesting things they do is that they not interfere, they interact with people
They
who
interact
are,
with the audience.
yeah, in a very interesting way. So they keep everybody laughing and very interested. And
There's
they
a lot
all
of
are,
music and a lot of laughs.
yeah.
That's right, Alexander. They don't talk. They do not talk. They do not sing, right?
Yeah, right. They just show and mimic and
They're like mimes.
yeah,
So why do they say Blue Man Group?
because they all are blue. I don't know what they actually put on their skin. This is probably some kind of a paint, but they are shining and they are all blue except for eyes. Eyes are white. This is so weird to look at them. because they don't look like humans. They look more like aliens.
That's right. They glow, right?
Yeah, they glow, and they are all of the very, this admiral hue of blue. It is not even blue, but they are like dark blue, bluish.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
glowing
this is
dark
amazing.
blue color.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Excellent job. Excellent job. So, if you know about the Blue Man Group, then this next story is even more funny, talking about the U.S. Civil War. Very interesting science story. Great job. Excellent job. Let's go to the next story was Mr. Beer Belly. Now, this is a great English expression, beer belly. What does it mean, beer belly? Do any of you have a beer belly?
A belly?
I think I have, but I don't drink beer.
Well then, okay, so very good, very good. So we have the term beer belly, but if you don't drink beer, we don't say beer belly. What do we say? Anybody? So we're sticking with just the English. There you go. Good job. Oh, Santa knows. Pot belly. That's right. So Alex doesn't drink beer, therefore he has a pot belly. So what's a pot belly? Alex, I want you to explain what a pot belly is.
What did you say, Cochain?
Okay, hold on a second. So Santa, so yeah, who has a beer belly? And Alex said, me, but I don't drink beer. And then you can just type for me. In that case, no, if you don't get rid of that, in that case, you have a pot belly, not a beer belly. And now my question is, Alex, what is a pot belly? No. My question is, Alex, what is a pot belly?
I don't know, Cochain.
Okay, so we need to understand the word pot. A pot is a cooking.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so that means you eat food. So because you eat a lot of food, you have a big stomach or a growing stomach, right?
Right, maybe.
So a beer belly is the same thing, but not necessarily because of food, because of where the abs hide. That's right, because of beer. That's exactly right. So this story was about beer and a beer belly. It's kind of a funny, silly story, very dangerous story. The next story was liquor, sicker, and this is about the American Prohibition. And in DDM, we studied about the American Prohibition. So let me ask Alexander, do you remember anything about the American Prohibition? Alexander said he's not talking and he's not talking. Oh dear. Speakeasy. Ooh, good job, Santa. Santa, what do you know about speakeasies?
They're sort of illegal operations where they sold liquor.
Excellent job, that's right.
It became a home for like a lot of jazz music to grow because it's where the bands came and played.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, so Alex did give us a little bit of an answer. He said the prohibition was the law against alcohol. So in America, alcohol was illegal, but alcohol is a big business. So many gangsters had secret bars where they sold alcohol. One name of those bars was a speakeasy. And what speakeasy meant, speak softly, be quiet, don't let the police know about us. So that's why they said speakeasies. So this was the idea. So they did sell alcohol, but the alcohol was homemade alcohol, which can be very dangerous. And that's the idea. But the terrible fact about the story was what the U.S. government did. So it's a very interesting story, very surprising story. The next story, Vodka and Cola. This, I thought, was an amazing story about Russia during the Cold War, and a famous military man, Russian man, who loved Coca-Cola. So once again, Sandra, the next story, Vodka and Cola. It's about a Russian military leader, loved Coca-Cola, but Coca-Cola was too American. Yeah, that's what the story's about. Great, great, great. I thought that was an interesting story. And the next story, also about Russia, outside the Union, was a story about a Russian family who lived on their own. I thought this was also really an interesting story. Very tough family. And I think, we got a couple more. The next story was The Hollow Nickel. And that's a story we studied in DDM. Does anybody remember that? Julia? Okay.
It is about revolution, yeah?
It's about spies. Spies in
Yes, it's about Spy Guy.
That's right, exactly. Yes, it's about the spy, Russian spy in the United States, the Hollow Nickel. Very interesting story. And once again, we studied about that in DDM. So this is kind of cool. And finally, the last story.
I think I didn't.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
The last story
Funniest
also a
funniest.
Go ahead, Marwa.
The last one is the funniest story. Hilarious
I
one.
thought it was horrible.
Yeah, hilarious.
Oh. Yeah, the last story is called The Acoustic Kitty. And it's it's America, the CIA.
Developed a spy cat.
Oh, don't give me the summary yet. I'm going to have you guys do it. I'm just giving you a one-liner. It's about an American spy cat who was killed in action. Marwa is laughing. How can you laugh when a cat dies, Marwa? Okay. So these are the stories that we listened to. I hope you listened to them. They're great stories. I enjoyed them all. They're very short. It doesn't take much time. And for the rest of our hangout, I want to hear your summaries. Now, first of all, let me know. I'm going to write this down because I'll pick the order. Let's start with Valerie. Valerie, which story? Sandra, you don't have to write this down. Valerie, which story were you going to do? Oh, Valerie's sleeping. Your microphone is off. She is sleeping.
No, I don't sleep. The chat topper. Sorry.
Okay, Valerie's the chart topper. Very good, Valerie.
Sorry.
Lana, which one do you want to do?
Me probably about John Rowling chapter. No, not chapter, but book.
Yep.
That she was explained in the email.
Worthy of Gryffindor.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lana gets the Harry Potter story. Great. Marwa, which one would you like to do?
I like the last one and also the perfectly cromulent one.
Okay, pick one. Acoustic Kitty or Perfectly Cromulent? Do the kitty.
Okay. Okay, Acoustic Kitty.
All right, Acoustic Kitty for Marwa. Great. Gulia, would you like to do one?
Cola. Something with
The
cola.
cola, the vodka and cola.
Vodka and Cola. Yeah. I found
Excellent.
it interesting.
Yeah, it is. I liked it too. There you go. Great. Eva, how about you?
So maybe the very bad egg.
Oh, great. The Very Bad Egg, Eva. Excellent job. And Alexander and Alex, I expect you guys are just going to listen.
Yeah, I'd like to listen to your all guys' beautiful voices.
Oh, Alex, you're such a... Never mind. Okay, so we're gonna now I got your names, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in order. So I'm gonna have Valerie go first, then Eva, then Lana, then Gulia, then Marwa. So Valerie, I'd like to hear your summary of the chart topper.
Yeah, I'm here. I've been thinking about Santa, and so I will paste and copy the what. Okay, I don't have to finish my sentence. That's good. So I just have to find it on my computer. Right. Copy. Okay, I'm not very good with.
Oh, you're like me. Yeah, me neither.
No, you go very fast. I don't go. No, I'm not like you. I cannot make it. So, sorry, Santa. I will read the
You can
my
send
text.
it to her. That's okay. You can send it to
Yeah,
her.
I'll send it later. So, how a book that has never existed can make the bestseller list in the New York Times. Actually, it's pretty easy. Just find a good title, as Gene Shepherd did, and give the book a large audience. Finding an audience was easy for Gene Shepherd, as he was a radio host. And even if he had never written a book, he was good at finding catchy titles. I, Libertine by Mr. Ewing was born, and Shepherd's listeners started to ask for the book in bookstores. I, Libertine, the book that nobody could find, buy, or read, soon became a must-read book. And in 1956, it made the bestseller list in the New York Times. But the story of this non-existent book doesn't end here. After finding out after finding out the joke, Ian Ballantyne, a publisher, decided with Jane Shepherd and a real novelist to write and publish I, Libertine by Mr. Ewing. Bonus fact, you still can get the book. Just go to Amazon.com to buy its hardcover version for $150.
Oh my God. Excellent, excellent, excellent. A little bit longer than I wanted.
Yeah,
but...
yeah. It's not an easy
Right.
story. But yes, a bit longer. I agree. I totally agree with you.
But it was very good, very, very good. Now, you mentioned many great words, and once again, you'll email this to Santa, so
Yeah.
Santa will include it. But I want to talk about two great words that you used. The first one, a catchy title, C-A-T-C-H-Y, a catchy title. Great expression. What does that mean?
It means a title that you will remember easily,
Great,
that will stay in your mind.
great, great. So a title that you can remember easily. And basically this book, Reverse Cartography, The Chart Topper, The Very Bad Egg, The Blue Man Group, these are all catchy titles. Excellent job. The other one you mentioned was a must-read book. I love that expression, and it's pretty obvious. What does it mean?
A book that everybody
Must.
reads, and yeah, you have to read, like Harry Potter or
Right.
The Chocolate Factory, for instance.
Exactly. Yes. So, Valerie, is there a must-read book in your library that you can recommend to us? Yeah, that's right.
I have to think about it. I think I haven't read it yet.
Well, if you study English, everybody, the must-read book is Swan. I got to get the title. Hold on a second.
Ah.
So if you study English, the must-read book is Practical English Usage by Michael Swan. And this is a grammar book. I have it. It's a Bible. It's excellent. Excellent, excellent book. Excellent job, Valerie. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Our next victim is Eva. Eva, are you also going to send your son to Santa?
So I may, but you know, it was my choice. It was I I chosen it on a spot. I
No
didn't
problem.
know which to choose.
Okay, Santa, I'm going to type this one out. So Santa, you can just relax your fingers. And Eva, I'm going to do my best to type after you. So go ahead. Don't speak too fast.
I only want to say that Roald Dahl is a quite known author. I know him for many years, maybe from my I don't know how many years, but I would divide his works for adults and for children. So all the endings of his books are really unexpected, a kind of shock for the readers. And so I think that, and one more thing I would like to stress is that it's my experience or opinion that when I read the book, I don't watch the film. When I watch the film, I don't read the book.
Yeah, excellent. Are you? Yeah, I totally agree. Yes, yes.
Because, but I prefer the books because it's much deeper, and I can there is space for my imagination, for my fantasy, for my thoughts. But when it's given me as a movie, um, it's not often like that. So I have to read it as they
Right, right. Tell us about the very bad egg.
So it's a kind of funny from those things that each of these children who were named very, I don't know, very special names, which maybe speak about their experience, about their feelings, about maybe dreams, about customs in their lives. So they are named like this, and it's very often in many books. And about this book, that the funny thing is that everybody turned into a part of a recipe of making chocolate.
Yes.
So, yes, and it's I don't know. It's very interesting that somebody can think in this way and to think of many views at the same time. Yes, because the story has several levels.
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Eva, so I don't think you actually read the story or remember properly. The very bad egg was, so in the story we know there are only 5 children. There's
Yes, they went to the chocolate factory.
right,
Yes.
but Eva, the very bad egg is about the 6th child. There's actually another child.
Yes, it was the difference between the book and the movie.
And that's what this story is about. That's what I want the summary on.
It's about difference between movies and the books, as I understand it.
Okay.
Maybe I'm not right, but I think like that.
Okay, yeah. The book and the movie each have just 5 children because the publisher cut out the 6th child.
Yes.
Thought it was too violent.
Yes, and Roald Dahl is too violent very often.
Right, excellent, excellent.
Yes, he is really very violent very often, and especially in stories for adults, much more than in stories for children.
Yes, hold on a second, Butch. Considered too violent. So I'm gonna paste this so Santa can hold it. Hold on a second. Each of the 5 children. Okay, so I'm going to paste this and I'm going to read it, and then Santa, you can copy it in there. I think it's there now, right? Is it not there? Okay, good. So, The Very Bad Egg. Dahl is well known to me. He's the author. I divide his works into for adults and for children. The endings of all his books are always unexpected. I also want to add, when I read the book, or I'm sorry, when I read a book, Santa, can you change that? When I read a book, I don't watch the film, and vice versa. Books are preferred. They're deeper and allow for more thought, more creativity. So once again, this story was The Very Bad Egg. Each of the 5 children in the chocolate factory had a unique name that described them. In the story, each child turned into an ingredient, except one. In the story, each child turned into an ingredient. Get rid of that, Santa. Turned into an ingredient. Get rid of that. Okay. In the story, each child, except one, turned into a part of the recipe for chocolate. This, instead of part, Santa, change it to chapter. This chapter told us about the 6th child, but she was cut out because it was considered too violent. And then Santa, add this question. Because this is the very interesting part. Charlie, after violent. In the book, in the original story, Charlie said, as the teacher was killed, that teachers need to be added, needed to be added to the recipe sometimes to make it delicious. And that's pretty scary stuff. Very good, very good. Thank you very much, Eva.
So I'm not so satisfied as I thought. Okay.
Well, once again, this is not easy, guys. I don't want extra information. I want a summary of what this guy is talking about. So this is not easy. This is difficult stuff. Let me go to Lana. Lana's going to handle worthy of Gryffindor. Ooh, Santa's spelling is really good. Wow. I couldn't spell Gryffindor. Lana?
Sorry, since I missed two past sessions, what kind of summary should I have done already?
Okay, you don't
It
have
looks
to.
like I missed that.
So basically what we want is, the story of Gryffindor. Did you listen to it?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I didn't have to write
No, that's fine.
anything,
You don't
right?
have to write anything. That's okay.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
all
because
I
I
want
just heard that someone sent a summary to Santa, so it was very confusing for me. I thought that maybe I also should have done something like that. So I didn't have
no,
to
that's fine.
write. Okay.
No, that's fine. Valerie's just being very nice, being very helpful. No, all you need to do, that's why what I want is, what I would hope for is 3, 4, maybe 5 sentences that
Oh, okay.
summarize the story.
Okay, so this is a very touching story about a dying girl. Now she is dead, and she had a terminal case of leukemia. By the moment John Rowling published 3 of the books of her saga about Harry Potter. So the next book was supposed to be Goblet of Fire, but that girl named Natalie was so ill that she was not going to survive to read that book. And she was a great fan of it, and she couldn't wait to know what happened to the main characters of the book, to Harry Potter and to his friends. So she desperately wanted to read the book, but she didn't have that chance. So the friend of the family went to the publishing house, and he asked those people to somehow tell John Rowling that there is such a girl, and John Rowling actually emailed the outcome to Natalie's mom. But unfortunately, it was too late, and Natalie died one day before the email reached her mom. And that's interesting that Natalie's mom keeps a friendship with John Rowling since then.
Great job, great job. Okay, so I typed this out. Yeah, I typed it, Santa, and I really made it short. Now this is, hopefully everybody understood what Lana said, and this is my version of what Lana said, and I want you guys, Santa, can you copy that? And you can just type Shane's version, whatever.
Got Shane, and I would like to add that Rowling, she put her name in someone.
Yeah, good. Let's do that in a second. That's a good point. So this is what Lana basically said. This is how I heard it. Lana, would you read it, please?
Yeah, sure. It is a very touching story about a dying girl. She was a fan of Harry Potter, but she was going to die before the Goblet of Fire was to be published. So a friend of the family asked the publishing company to tell her the story to tell her. Oh, okay.
Tell the story.
Yeah. Okay. I think that this is kind of a mistake because she didn't ask them to tell her the story to the girl. Because she asked them to pass the story to Natalie. Okay, so Rowling did 1 year before the publication, but 1 day after the girl died.
Great job, great job. Yeah, so this is the size that I hope for, okay? It's not easy to make a summary so short, but that's what I want. And then we could add Gulia's line, a great point. So we can add one more sentence to honor the girl. Rowling created a special character in her name. Yeah, and that's like you said, Lana, it's a beautiful story. It's a very, very, very touching story. Very nice story. Yeah, it is a sad story, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And I think that it says a lot about John Rowling because not everyone would do the same.
Are you kidding? Think about that, everybody. 1 year before the publication, she told the story to somebody. How special is that? That's amazing. That's like huge money. Very risky. Yeah, Rowling, obviously, a pretty good person. Thank you very much, Lana. That's exactly what I wanted. You did a great job. My next victim.
It's
Julia.
not very nice you call us victims.
My next
We
victim
are
is...
volunteers here, not.
Okay. My next volunteer is actually I forced Gulia and Alex to be here today. They weren't going to be here. I forced them. That's why I call them my victims. No, I'm teasing though.
No.
Gulia, vodka and cola. Santa, are you going to type or do you want me to type? I'll type Santa, okay?
Can I add some comment about the touching story? Because when I was a pioneer, I think maybe Svetlana should remember it. We have some Japanese girl. When I was a pioneer, we have some
You were a pioneer. What do you mean you were a pioneer?
pioneer Soviet Union. Don't you remember?
Ah, you're
Soviet
the
Union.
little
It's like
Girl Scouts.
yeah, Boy Scout, like Scouts. Yes, Girl Scouts.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, and we have the story that time when there was some Japanese girl who was suffered from leukemia.
From
And
what?
Leukemia from cancer.
Leukemia. Yes.
Maybe cancer. I'm not sure, but yes, the purpose is she was going to die, but she has some story that if she received, for example, 1,000,000 paper birds, the birds which was making from the paper, how to say it?
Yeah.
You understand me?
Was that
then
her?
She wanted.
That was her dream.
Yes, then she would survive. And all Soviet children make these paper birds and send it to this Japanese girl, and it was like the whole that time the whole schooler, I don't know, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, and Boy Scouts were making these paper birds, for this girl to survive.
Did
To
she
make
survive?
her, yes, for making her survive. But
Did she survive?
unfortunately, yes, no, unfortunately not. That was a huge story. If somebody remember the story from Russia, Svetlana, do you remember?
No, I don't. But I did live in Russia because I was born in Russia, but my dad served for the army. So we moved. I spent my childhood in Belarus, and then we went to Czech Republic. So it somehow passed by me. This is the first time I listened to.
Heard it, yes.
Something.
But it was very huge, and it was very inspired because it was, how to say it, the whole hard story, because all pioneer of were making these paper birds, for her.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is a beautiful story.
Yes, touchable, very touchable story. Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna copy this and give it to Santa, and we can call this another anecdote. There you go. Santa, you can copy that. Okay, Gulia, vodka and cola. Go for it.
Yeah. Yes. This story is about 2 occasions of white drinking, and there is 2 big competitors, Pepsi and Cola. Once Pepsi invited Crystal Pepsi, but unfortunately it doesn't go because people thought that it doesn't taste good. So this white Pepsi was disappeared from the shops, But the very interesting thing is about the Coca-Cola. In 1940, the very, very famous Marshal, Georgy Zhukov, which is, very famous because he was a very powerful marshal who was one of the leaders in World War II. Yeah, and interesting, he liked Coca-Cola, and that time the capitalists were against the socialism, and Zhukov couldn't afford himself to drinking Pepsi, to drinking cola in how to say it in nobody should how can
Keep going, don't worry.
public, yes, in public.
In public.
Sorry, in public. Yes, in public. And I don't know how, but somehow Coca-Cola make up this white cola, and this is white cola was convenient to drink because for Soviet people it was normal to drink vodka, because the white Coca-Cola was resembled to vodka, and that's how Georgy Zhukov could afford to himself to drink cola. But for me, it's very big question how he could export this drinking to Soviet Union.
There you go. Yeah.
Yes, but yes, that time he already drinking. He was already, nobody in Soviet Union drink cola, but he was the one who drinking it already.
Well, the leaders in politics have lots of power. Okay, I'm going to put my summary. I'm going to retype what you said. Santa, can you copy that? And hopefully you can...
Yes, Santa, origami birds. Yes, you're right. Thank you.
Unfortunately, she didn't survive. Sorry. Thank you, Eva. Santa, the Gulia, another anecdote. Unfortunately, she didn't survive.
Yeah.
She didn't survive.
But it was like fairy tale,
Santa, can you fix that above that? She didn't survive. Thank you.
I'm so sorry. Is the word anecdote is the good and fitting word? I feel that this is not an anecdote, right? Gula, what?
Svetlana, I have already discussed this question with Coach Shane, and he explained me that the anecdote in American language is the short stories. But in Russian, but in Russian opinion, this is anecdote. It's the funny stories and confusing stuff. Yes, I understand you.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
No, that's very good, very good. Yeah, and it's. I'm glad that you asked because, like Gulia said, it is the same. What's the sorry for? Okay, Gulia, why don't you read my version of your version to make sure that it's right? Go ahead.
This story is about drinking Pepsi and Coke.
I'm sorry. I already screwed up. This story is about drinking. Get rid of Santa. Okay, go ahead.
This story is about drinking Pepsi and Coke. Pepsi invented a clear cola, but it failed because of its bad taste. But Coke survived. In fact, a long time before, Coke invented a white cola for a Russian military leader. He requested it, but Coke was a symbol of American capitalism. He couldn't drink it in public. So he requested Coke make a vodka-looking Coca-Cola, and they did. No word on how he got it, but he did. Yes, you're right.
Okay, so once again, this is the size I'm looking for. Excellent.
But I'm very, very surprising. What would be if Stalin would know about this?
I know.
That's
exactly.
why it doesn't sound plausible. That's why. How could he venture to do that? That also came into that also crossed my mind because it was so scary and so dangerous to do that.
Well, remember, Stalin was always worried about a coup d'etat. So military leaders were very powerful, but
I
still very
see.
scary.
But I have idea. Maybe they split it between
Yeah, maybe
men.
they
Yeah,
should.
then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good take.
Yeah.
They
I like it.
probably did.
Okay, excellent job. Let's go to our last volunteer. Now, Marwa is truly a volunteer. I didn't twist her arm to come today.
Not
Marwa,
fixed, not fixed.
Marwa's going to tell us about the Acoustic Kitty. Marwa, I'm ready. Go for it.
Okay. It is a funny story also about a spy cat that developed by U.S. in espionage mission against Soviet Union in 1960s. Um, this cat had many wires, microphone, and antenna, and it cost more than $20 million over 5 years of development. And suddenly, once it hit the street, it was killed immediately after a taxi cab came across it.
Oh my
And
God.
the CIA decided, yeah, and the CIA decided to drop the spy cat program and to
Excellent job. Hold on a second. Let me finish this up. Now, the way you tell the story, it is funny. Great job, Marwa. Okay, I'm going to copy this and paste it, and I want you to read my version of your version. Go ahead.
Okay. This is a funny story about a spy cat developed by US to spy against what is it? It's, I think Soviet
Yeah, the
Russia.
USSR, the
I
Soviet Union, same thing.
okay, USSR in the 16th. This cat has wires, antennas, everything. It costs $20 million and 5 years of research. But on its first test mission, it was killed by a taxi as it crossed the street, and the U.S. decided to give up on the future spy cats.
Excellent job. Great job. Santa, change one thing. This cat had wires, not has, had wires. Great job. Excellent job. And once again, for me, it was a terrible story, but after listening to your summary, you did make it sound funny.
Thank you.
Oh, very good, you guys. I'm very pleased. Once again, making summaries is not easy, especially keeping them short. Oh, thank you, Santa. My goodness. Isn't that terrible? They did operations. They cut open the kitty to do all this stuff. I feel so sorry for the poor cat. But anyway, that was reality, the crazy CIA. Yeah, you guys did very good, very good. This is not easy stuff. It takes practice to make a summary. Our stories are short, okay? The stories are very short, and I want your summaries to be even shorter. You don't have to write your summaries. That's okay. If you do, that's wonderful. Share them with Santa and share them with me, and I'll check the grammar and we'll make sure things are good. But actually, you don't have to write it down. I can do that. Santa and I can do that. And the idea is to keep it short. That's the idea. Santa, you had a couple of questions at the very beginning. Can we look at those, please? How do you choose a book? By a friend's
I have
recommendation?
a question.
Okay, let's save the question. I want to finish our topics first, and then I'll take some questions. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. How do you choose a book? Friends' recommendation, title, reviews. Before listening to a book recommended by our audio club, our audio book club, do you go to Amazon and read the reviews, or do you just listen? Do you read the comments? Or should we talk about alcohol? Is drinking alcohol common in your country? Talk about legal blood alcohol limit for driving. I don't know what that is. I like both questions. And once again, everybody, Santa sends these questions to you in email. You're more than welcome to write an answer and send it back. We will include it in the newsletter. So I really appreciate your participation. It's good practice for you. Today, let's talk about question number 1, if you don't mind. And I am also curious about how you, let's talk about the second part, listening to our books. Do you read the reviews of the books we listen to? Do you ever leave comments yourself? That's a good question. Nobody says anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get that.
No problem.
Oh, Eva.
Okay, Eva, go ahead.
Uh-huh. So now I think that I am very picky reader, and except the club, I usually read all the reviews, many of them, and also I'm trying to find some information about the author, about the book, and after that I decide if I buy it or not, if I buy it or I don't, or if I take it from the library. It depends how evaluate I this book before I start to read it.
Great.
So, and if it's not boring for you, I want to tell you that when it was many years ago, when I was graduating high school, it was secondary school, we had exam, and they told us write a list of books you have read. And it was very difficult for me because I couldn't remember very well. I read all the time, but the names, the authors, and so on, it was difficult for me. But from that time, I write a list of every book I have ever read or listened now to. And it's quite a long list, and it is, I think, the third book.
That's excellent. Do you keep the books or do you get rid of them?
It depends. It depends. Some of them, when I finish the book, I give now, for example, my daughter or
Right.
to friends, and some of them I keep.
That's great.
When I have books in my Kindle, I keep them.
Right. Yeah, my mom and dad are voracious book readers. They probably read 2 books a week, and they've done that for 50 years. They're just unbelievable. And they have had they about every 3 months they throw their books away. They just put them out on the street and people take them or they just throw them away. It's really sad. For me, I keep all my books. So now my house is just full of books. It looks silly. But mom and dad, people who read a lot, I think it's so good. Reading is, like you said, it's better than movies. Whether you're reading fiction or nonfiction, I think it's great. Excellent. Let me move on. I don't have much time, guys. I do have to leave quickly. But I am curious. Anybody else? Do you read the reviews? Do you write reviews? Especially writing reviews. Do any of you guys write reviews?
I wrote a
Let's go. I think it was Marwa. Marwa, go ahead.
Okay. I wrote a review on the last book, The Power of Vulnerability.
Oh, great. What did you say basically?
Actually, I didn't like the book so much, although the recommendation is very great. Most of people love the book so much, but I didn't like the psychology and
That's
kind of
great.
book.
That's fine. Oh, that's really interesting because when everybody likes a book, it's difficult to write a negative review. So I'm very proud of you. I think it's great that you were able to express yourself.
But this book, now I know more. I really love it, and I think I will I will recommend it in the reviews.
Oh, that's great. That's great. You like it because of the dead cats. I'm teasing.
I love the story and the history.
Yes.
Those kind of
Yeah, me too. Me
short
too.
stories.
Yep, the short stories, the
Very
history, the background, it's nice.
Yeah.
Next person. Alex likes it too. Alex, you like listening to people summarizing it.
Yeah, but you know, how I choose the book, usually when I search, when I try to find some information about some topic, then I, of course, looking for a book when I
So if you need
can
to research, so if you need to learn
Yes.
something, you do a lot of research.
Yeah, and that's why I read reviews, of course,
Sure, great.
and choose the
Excellent,
book.
excellent. I think somebody
which I
else,
need.
I think I heard another woman that was going to say something. I don't know who it was.
It was just me. So
Just
a
me,
quick
it's never just you. Go ahead, Valerie.
just a quick word. So I think I have started reading the review because of the book club, and I really enjoy it. It gives me sometimes ideas about the question I will ask, and about leaving a review. I was thinking perhaps it would be a good exercise for all of us at the end of a book to try to say what we thought about the book and even write it down on Amazon.
Brilliant idea. Brilliant idea. Yeah, we have to follow Marwa's leadership. Valerie suggested that we all start leaving reviews on the books we discuss, just like Marwa did, and leave it on Amazon. I think it's a great idea, and it's great practice for English, and we can double check our expressions too. I think it's a brilliant idea at the end of every book.
Okay, so we'll do it.
Marwa, you started a new tradition in the book club.
Thank you.
All because of dead cats. Okay, guys, I'm really sorry, but I do need to go. Santa has something to say, though, right below this, Santa. Yeah, go ahead, Santa.
If you don't mind, I'd like to put up like a brief descriptions of each book club member on the website.
Like once a month, right?
Pardon me?
Like one person once a month, something like that?
Like once a month, recommend us a book or talk about the book that you liked among the books that we've already covered. And it would be really nice if you could send me a picture, like not of you or your face, or like it's just something you made, like You know, Mara makes a lot of things.
Mara's an artist, so she's got things she could give a picture. Valerie
Something
has
you
a
cook,
beautiful
that's
dog.
fine.
Yep.
Something you baked. Or maybe a picture of your cat. I mean, not cat. I mean, cat or dog.
My dog can do it.
Pardon me?
My dog can do it.
Absolutely.
Sure. Yeah, you can put up a picture of your dog, just the dog's face. That's fine.
Yeah, we don't need your personal pictures. We don't care about you.
Yeah, I don't think personal pictures are a good idea at all. So let's put up some pictures of something you made, like, you know, for dinner or whatever. It doesn't matter.
Maybe a book that you have or whatever. Just a personal picture.
Yeah, something personal, but not of your physical, you know.
It's a great idea.
And we join a short text talking about the book club and how we enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's great. Santa, why don't you?
I'll send out the letters.
Yeah, send out some letters, exactly, and then we'll pick somebody to feature, like maybe once a month. I think that's a really nice idea.
Yeah, okay, I think that's very nice.
Great.
Thank you.
You guys did a great job today, and Alex and Alexander, thank you for joining us. I hope you guys don't be afraid. This book is very short. The stories are very short. It's not difficult. It doesn't take much time. And I want to continue on the same pace. I know it's a little bit slow, but this is such great practice. Next time, I want to start with the next chapter, which is Dogmatic Catastrophes. It's difficult to read, perhaps. Dogmatic Catastrophes up until, let's go to Bearing Arms. Not too many. I know it's not many, but I want everybody to be prepared to summarize at least 2 or 3. You can pick one, but be prepared for 2 or 3 in case somebody else does your story, okay? So once again, from Dogmatic Catastrophes to Bearing Arms. This book is going to take us a while, but I hope you don't mind. I really enjoy listening to everybody practice giving a summary. Okay?
Okay, great. Great, Santa, and I will send you a picture and a little text soon.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, really nice.
Alexander's asking the number. I don't know, Alexander. I'm looking. I printed out the titles. If somebody can, Santa will put it in the email, the number of the chapters.
Yeah.
So we'll send you the number of the chapters, okay?
All right.
Great. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a fantastic week.
Great. You too. Thanks.
Thank you, you too. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Coach Jane.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Very much. Thank you.
Bye. See you. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Coach Jane, next book club I'll prepare.
You're very good. I'm excited, Alex.
But we will check, okay?
Thank you. You be on that with your husband, okay?
Yes, but we will be very tough, okay? Next
Good,
time if
good.
you wouldn't, okay? Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.